Okay, we are live. Thank you guys for tuning in to the series finale of Dad vs. Daughter St. Jude fundraiser. Our sponsors this morning are Delray Smiles and St. Elmo's. Thank you guys for your donations. We hope that the next time we see you, we will be coming to you from Jimmy Kimmel Live. So remember to share this video, make a donation to ALSAC, the button at the bottom of your screen, which is the fundraising org for St. Jude's, and also tag at Jimmy Kimmel Live. We're hoping to get on his show. We know that he's a big St. Jude supporter, so that we can appeal to all his viewers. As you see, I don't know if you've noticed it, but we have our awesome pins that they gave us in Memphis that we've been wearing. So, yes, we're going to continue fundraising for them.
Just share, type in at Jimmy Kimmel Live, and ask all your friends to share. We wanted to get 1 million donations. I think we're about 840,000, so we need another 160,000
today. Only a few more. Just share if everyone donates $1. Okay, awesome. So our special guest today is former Congressman Jim Moran of the 8th District of Virginia, also known as Grandpa. We have him on the phone right now. We know that he's about to jump on a plane, so we're very lucky that we caught him just in time. Grandpa, are you there?
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great.
All right, thank you for being on today. So this is sort of a more somber topic that we normally do, but we really felt the need to address the tragedy in Charlottesville, seeing as how we're all from Virginia, and we wanted you to speak on that. Do you have a specific question?
Yeah, Dad, I just wanted, I know that you're very proud of the state that you're from and the country that you live in, but I just want to know what your thoughts are on what happened in Charlottesville and how what it says about us as a country and a people.
Well, sure, Jimmy. I'm proud of our country. I'm also proud of my brother and your uncle, who was put in charge of the situation from Governor Navarro when it got out of hand. I have to tell you, this could have easily have been avoided. First of all, our president encouraged this type of thing at his rallies to innuendo and sometimes explicit comments. So some of these so-called white power, alternative right people feel as though they're empowered and they could get away with this business of uniting the right. Europe went through a horrible spasm, millions of people killed because of the rise of Nazism and supranationalism, and we can't let it happen in this country. The other way it could have been avoided, that the president had been more temperate and not appeal to some of the worst elements of our society, is that they could have had it in a place in Charlottesville that was not downtown, but there's a right-wing institute called the Rutherford Institute that sued in court to allow them to have the demonstration right in the center of the city. And of course, that's what largely led to the violence. It's obvious, it's more than unfortunate. It has to be condemned. And anyone in elective office who does not condemn this should be voted out of office, because what happened is un-American, and it's going to get worse if people don't stand up and speak out against it.
You were when you were a politician, you definitely put yourself out there, and you were more of a civil servant. And I'm proud to say of the times that you got yourself in trouble, it was for being really honest. But I want to ask you from your perspective. Kira and I were driving in the car the whole time and didn't get in the hotel till late at night, and we're kind of shocked by what happened. And, I'm sure you and Brian, of course, you've talked to him, what happened on the news. The one thing that I didn't get answered today is when and I don't want to get political here. I'd like to avoid it, but when President Trump was saying the violence on all sides, were some of the white supremacists and Nazis, were they killed or injured by the people that were the counter protesters?
Well, of course, most of the opposition to this rally was followed by a group called Unite the Right. It's been on for weeks. They've been organizing neo-Nazis and alternative right and and the ultra-nationalist, whites-only group in the country. They've been organizing them for weeks. And so a number of people who objected to that came out to show that there's another element of society that strongly disagree. They were mostly students, and they were not violent, though. And they were more local, from what I understand, that were the alt-right types, the neo-Nazi types, that came in from all over the country. The guy that ran into people trying to kill them was from Ohio. A 20-year-old kid. We'll find out more about him later on. But as I say, it should have been avoided and could have been prevented and has to be condemned.
Well, we know you have to get on a plane. People have been posting some questions, and I'll just pick one here. Okay, Jesse Dan asks, how many... Okay, well, it's supposed to be a comedy show, but real life has intervened, and we haven't done a great job on every episode. But Jesse Dan asks, how many times has George Clooney got you thrown into jail? Is it two?
Only one, but it was not George's fault. I did so voluntarily. I was protesting in front of the Sudanese embassy the treatment of people in South Sudan. They were being starved and killed, particularly women. Deprived ability to support themselves. So there was a massacre going on. George was upset about it, as I was, other people, Tom Anders, and in fact, George's husband.
No, his father.
I talked about that. I'm waiting in line here. And
no problem. So, Dad, it was you. It was
George's father.
It was you and George Clooney and his.
Editor of a paper. Well, I'll put it. George's father, Nick, also felt sorry, and so he and his father were put in jail. We were thrown into the paddy wagon. I felt badly to do it. He was thrown in, and there wasn't any place to sit except on my lap. And so I told my staff afterwards, and apparently that the young women on the staff kind of wished they had been in.
George Clooney was sitting on your lap in the paddy wagon.
Huh?
George Clooney was sitting on your lap in the paddy wagon.
Yeah, because there wasn't any room in the paddy wagon. So, we were all crammed in, so he just sat on my lap. He was,
oh my goodness. So did you and George Clooney and George's dad have each other's backs in the jail against all the toughies?
Say that again?
Did you guys have each other's backs in the slammer, in case rival gangs were coming for you?
Well, I'm having trouble.
All right, no problem, Dad. We appreciate you coming on the show.
We were in there for a few hours, and his father was released first. It was touching. We have a great relationship, he and his father, and then eventually we were released after a few hours. But George has continued to protest the terrible treatment that's been allowed to occur. Jimmy, I've got to...
no problem.
I've got to get on.
Okay, we'll let you get on the plane. Bye, Dad. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for being here. All right, for those of you that just tuned in, we had former Congressman Jim Moran on the line. He condemned the terrorist attacks that happened in Charlottesville, and he also told a story about when he went to jail with George Clooney, and George Clooney had to sit on his lap.
In the paddy wagon.
In jail. Okay.
Okay, so what do we got next?
Interesting story.
We got questions here. Ben Hahn joined. What's Ben's question?
Yes. Also, for those of you who are just tuning in, ALSAC, the donation button on there is the fundraising organization for St. Jude. So even if you can just do, $1 or $5 to help them, thank you so much. Avery, I see you donated. You are awesome. Our next question comes from Ben Hahn here, and it's actually kind of perfect. Perfect segue to what we were talking about today. Given everything that is going on in the world right now, what is something that we can do to make a positive difference and sort of combat this hate? Let us know in the comments what you guys think. What's a productive way to sort of spread the love, per se? I think I'm gonna go really simple on this one. These people that are, have so much hatred in their heart for other groups of people, I just don't understand that, and I can't relate to that at all. I've been really lucky to be able to grow up in a city and a school system that was really diverse and got to know lots of different types of people. And I really, really feel that, if people sort of stepped out of their own really small, group that they were born into and got to know other people, then that's the next step to learning to love other people that are different from you. Whether it be, reading a history book, learning about other people's cultures or religions or holidays, whatever it may be, the more you get to know someone, the more you can love other people. And I think, I don't know if that's a cop-out answer, but I think it's really about, not only accepting people that are different from you, but learning to love them. And then I just don't see how you could have so much hatred once you get to know other people.
I think that all the hate you see spewing, it's hard to combine hate with happiness. If you're a hateful person, and it's just like Jeff Dayton. I see Jeff Dayton, Glenn Campbell's musical director, is watching the show again today. Like he said yesterday on the show, it's the only real wealth, not meaning money, but what's important wealth, is the wealth that you pass on. And, I think that you're right. It's just, you can't be happy if you're hating. If you're loving, it's so easy to be happy. I see Ben's question. Okay, so, he wants to know, how you can make a positive difference in people's lives. I think that what I would say is that, at least for me, that the thing that I've tried to do is to be a good father. I think that and for the mothers out there, to be a good mother, I think we're doing a worse job passing on, making the next generation better than us. I think that's something that we really need to focus on. I think we do a great job of, telling our kids we love them, and we do better than that than we used to. But I think we do too good a job of telling them everything that they do is perfect. Your job as a parent is not to be nice to your kids or make things easier, which I guess is a good thing because that's not really in my wheelhouse. That's not really in my skill set. And I think it's to prepare them for what, I'm about to do with Kira. And I think that, just to pass on a little advice, I think I have some shake here. I think the first step as a father is to marry somebody who will be a great mother. And obviously I did. Go again. No, I'm not going to cry. Obviously I did a better job of that than probably anybody walking the face of the earth, because you had a great mom, and she's good. You have you're going out on your own. She was able to make up for my many mistakes, but I have another daughter, Leia, who's 21 years old. She's less than a year away from having degrees from both St. Andrews in Scotland and William and Mary. She's brilliant and gorgeous. She's traveled Europe with a cappella group, the Accidentals, and won tons of awards.
Okay, so what can we do to make a positive difference, though?
You need to pass it on. Produce great children. It's what I'm about to do in a day is what I've worked. I'm sad about it that you're going out on your own, but that this is what I've worked my whole life for, is to get you to the point where you can leave me and do a great job, and ask yourself, look in the mirror, are you proud of the children that you gave birth to and passed on to the world? And I think that I'm very proud of you, obviously, and of Leia, and I think that's my skill set. That's all I've ever wanted to be great at, and I think people would agree I did okay at it. So it's love and be a good parent.
Okay, so in summary, what we can do to make a positive difference is to get to know people different from us, get to love them, be a good parent, pass on things to the next generation that are going to be...
And donate $5.
Yes.
Share this video. Facebook won't even let us donate $1 anymore because they've been inundated with so many $1 donations, I'm guessing.
It is possible that the minimum was always $5.
Maybe, we don't know.
We're not clear on that.
But share it. type at Jimmy Kimmel Live, and hopefully you'll see her one more time. It'll be on his show.
Yeah, hopefully the next time we see you will be live on Jimmy Kimmel. Make sure to share this video, tag at Jimmy Kimmel Live. We're hoping he will help us out with our fundraising efforts. And also, we've been thanking our sponsors this whole time. We have to thank you guys, the viewers.
Yes.
If you go back, cumulatively, that's a tough word, all the videos from the past 4 days or however many it's been that we've been fundraising, we've raised thousands of dollars, both from your guys' donations and from, the contributions that businesses have made. And,
I think you've already done something to make a positive. Ben Hahn and everybody else. You've been a part of something really good. St. Jude's is an incredible charity making a real difference in saving kids' lives, finding cures, changing the mortality rate for childhood diseases and cancer. And you guys have all been a part of that. It's amazing that you see Graham Edwards there, 7, 8 Grammy nominees. He's taken the time to join this show and to be part of it. And Jeff Dayton, Glenn Campbell's musical director. I love how, but also all of the people who have heard from our friends, and it's branched out. You guys have been part of something wonderful here, and we really appreciate everything you've done for St. Jude's. Share the video at Jimmy Kimmel Live, and we'll keep this thing going. My quest to raise money for St. Jude's has been going on for over 10 years with Domino's Pizza, and it's never going to stop. I'll be helping them the rest of my life because I've been there and I know how important it is.
Yeah, especially the trip to the hospital in Memphis the other day, made me just want to make this a cause that I follow for the rest of my life. It was so inspiring, the real difference that they're making over there with the amazing facilities and just the research they do that makes a true difference. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for donating. Thank you for sharing and tagging Jimmy Kimmel. Thank you to our sponsors today, Delray Smiles and St. Elmo's, but thank you to our sponsors for this whole week. And
we'll see you later. Share it at Jimmy Kimmel Live. Thank you much for everything that you've done.
You guys are amazing.
Yes, you've done something good here.
This has been awesome. I'm glad we did this. This is great. Bye.